Hey guys, I'm introducing you today to a lovely Davidson 28 I've just acquired. I'm now I'm going to give training boats a go, so this is one I've just got. It's the fiberglass one, and I'm going to tidy it up and put it on trade me when I've sailed it a couple of times and make sure everything works and got it sort of all functional. But I thought I'd talk you over it now before I begin. And we'll discover it a little bit together. Nice big roomy boat, Davidson 28s. They were sort of, they kind of come at the end of the sort of, a lot of the boat boom in New Zealand was in the late 70s, and then towards the, in the early 80s or late 70s, Muldoon, then Prime Minister of New Zealand, lovely board at the back here, which is very handy for very handy for getting on. Yeah, so Muldoon brought in a 20% boat and caravan tax, and it killed the industry, and so I think that's why a lot of Davidson 28s were made with the wooden top instead of full fiberglass build. I'm a little bit speculating there. I don't actually know that for sure, and somebody might correct me on that, and that's fine too. But I think that's why. But this is one of the glass top ones, and she's a bit of a beaut. There's a couple of things doing to it, but it's been relatively well looked after. The people who sold it to me are upgrading to a larger boat, and so let's walk around the deck first. God, big wide decks, aren't they? Big, you know, spacious cabin top. Furler, of course. I'm looking forward to sailing this. It's bigger than the boats I usually muck around with, but as I'm going to be trading boats from now on, I will be tending to go for bigger boats, and this will end up being the sort of tail end of it, just because, you know, the margins on the small boats. I ideally love smaller boats, but the margins are too small, and you know, one's got a family to feed. And whilst I do boats as a bit of a hobby, well, no, so that's not true. Whilst I do them as something I'm passionate about, I also have to make money. You know, so I have to be realistic about that. And I'm just sort of, I mean, I've bought and sold accidentally so many boats anyway. Like, it was the obvious thing to give it a go. And the way I see it is, I'm sort of, you know, I'm doing smaller boats, but still in the lower part. So then, you know, you're sort of not into the broker territory, and you know, because the brokers tend to do things 50 grand and above, because otherwise there's nothing in it for them. So you know, things like this and a bit bigger in there, I think, you know, there's a real need for someone to do stuff with them. If that's me, that's just great. I mean, you know, what a cool job. But you know, who knows? We'll give it a go. But anyway, this is the Davidson 28, and it's a lovely boat. Let's go inside for a look. And like I said, I think it's good that you're seeing it before I do the wee jobs that need doing, because maybe it's more honest. Maybe it'll put you off, I don't know. But it is fairly well looked after. Let's start in the front. There's a wonderful big berth in here. You know, it's really two berths, and that's the hatch open, and then we come back, you know, so it's a bit of this, so I'm going to tidy up, you know, and it's not anything serious, it's really just aesthetic actually. And oh, it's lovely woodwork in the thing, isn't it? Yeah, these are the famous breadboards that come out. I've seen other people advertising Davidson 28s, talking them right up, which cracks me up. I guess they are quite a cool feature, but you know, they are just breadboards. And I think the main issues with this boat seem to be, like, I think the windows are quite crazed, and the seals are a little bit gone. I know this so well from caravans, you know, you can see that, you can see the water trace down there. But this is only a wood veneer, there's fiberglass behind that, so we'll just think about what to do with that. And then there's, see, just there, you know, like, I mean, if I can, yeah, I'll just look at that, and that's been fiberglassed around there. That's probably original, possibly, it's hard to know. It's got this nice veneer inside, which is actually quite, this is just like a type of paper type stuff. So one, like, let's look over. I mean, isn't that a fantastic big quarter berth? You know, that really is a quarter berth you could sleep in. And that one is too. Now this also folds down to be a massive double bed. So you've effectively in this got six berths. I mean, for a 28-foot boat, isn't it just tremendously big? There's an EPIRB, an older VHF, yeah, I think this is going to make someone a very, very, very happy summer. Yeah, very, very happy summer. You've got a toilet and a sink. There's a holding tank there. Yeah, see, this is the worst part about it, really. You know, you can see that tape. I don't know if you saw the tape on the other side, but that's because this rubber is not fitting in there, so you would have got a couple of drips on there. But that's just a wood veneer. If this is a wood boat, that would be a problem. But it's not. It's just that wood veneer. You know, I'm almost tempted. I'm not quite sure what I'll do, whether I'll do anything about that. But if I did, I'd almost be inclined to actually paint that, or reseal the windows, maybe redo the windows. But you sort of, we'll just see. This has got a Book 10. One of my favourite marine engines, actually, the Book 10. You know, people talk up new Yanmars, but I reckon, you know, I've had both. I've had new inboards and old outboards, and frankly, I've had a lot better luck with the older stuff. They always seem to keep going. I mean, you know, this thing's been kicking around. This will be 70s. You know, well, it'll be original to the boat, and it's quite well set up. Yeah, it's quite well set up. I'm going to have a tinker around with that soon, but I won't be doing it on this video. Anyway, that's our Davidson 28. This is this one, and I hope that's helpful if you end up buying this one, or indeed another one that you might want to look through. I mean, they're a classic New Zealand yacht. I'm not quite sure the numbers on how many were built, but they're one of those ones that you see. You know, like there's a 5 or 6 types of boats in New Zealand that you see in almost every anchorage and where there's moorings. You know, like Raven 26 is the one. You know, they built 150 of those, and they're everywhere. H28s. I mean, what mooring area doesn't have at least one H28? You know, and Davidson's 28s are up there. You know, and probably better actually in many ways. I mean, I'm pretty sure on all points of the sail this would outsail an H28. I mean, they're different things as well. An H28, you know, a lot of people circumnavigate. I'm not sure if someone circumnavigated in Davidson 28, although my guess is they quite possibly have, and somebody might already be commenting on that when by the time they watch the end of this video. But the Nova 28s, which were an Alan Wright sort of equivalent, a little bit pointier, a little bit finer. I mean, they have circumnavigated, I know that. But the Davidson 28s, you know, this is the first one I've had, and so I don't know a whole lot about them. I know Laurie Davidson, and I know some of his other boats, and I can see the similarities in there. I've had the M20s a couple of times, and yeah, and I've seen his larger boats here and there, and I've read his account, or read of him in the Whitbread, and you know, he's one of those people, wasn't he? Anyway, I hope that's helpful, and yeah, I've also got a Raven 26 at the moment. That's actually a bit of a cheapie, and I'm also at the moment tidying up a racing boat called De Fleur Mouse, it's a Strata 747, and I hope to be out sailing that really by the end of this week, which I'm very, very, very excited about. Oh, and I'm also going to be doing a FAR 5000 trailer sailor, which I'm going to be sailing in the Maharangi Harbour, and I'll make a video of this. So my plan is with this is over the course of the next little bit, get it all up and running, and I'd like to make a video of it sailing. And whether I put that on the Trade Me listing, I don't know. You might have to see my YouTube thing. I'd like to put this video on the Trade Me listing just because it's, you know, nice and fresh, and it's, you know, how it is, and you know, I'm not into making things something they're not. So but you know, this is a good honest boat, I think, and it's I think it's going to make someone absolutely chuffed this summer. My number is 027 712 7409. If you do have a boat you want to sell, like I say, I'm not a broker, but I'm a very enthusiastic sailor, and I just love yachts and sort of bring them back to life and mucking around with them and getting them sailing and stuff. And that's, you know, if I can do more of it, I'll be a happy man. Pretty happy man anyway. But okay, guys, have a wonderful day. Bye bye.